Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is your girl, Respect the Deck. And I am here with a reading this morning for my earth signs. I was called to do a reading for earth signs. So, if you are a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this message here is for you. I am going to cleanse my deck with a little Palo Santo. Before you see, I got my coffee. Just dropped my daughter off to school, so it's mommy time, which means work time. Because a mother's work is never done, just never. Do I have chores? Yes, every day. You know, I have things I need to do and things that I want to do. Like, my cup runneth over, trust me. But yes, I'll be sipping my coffee while I'm doing this reading. It's early where I am. It's 8-ish. Yep, close to 9. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the energy of this deck. I'm using the Somnia Tarot today by an amazing artist by the name of Nicholas Bruno, whose work I'm obsessed with. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get right into this reading since that's what you came for. See what we have. Okay, I'm going to shuffle. Okay. Stubborn energy here. I wonder why. I wonder why. I'm just messing. My husband is a Taurus, so yeah. I got love for you, for my earth signs. I got love for my earth signs for sure. All right, so the first card that I have here for you guys is the King of Swords, and it's funny because that's the card that came up first in my reading for my full moon reading. We will be celebrating a full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. I'm not sure of the exact time, but this card came up for as the first card in that reading. The King of Swords is very intellectual. He's very intelligent, very wise. But he's definitely more head over heart. One of the things that stood out about the card that I pulled yesterday was being bothered kind of by things around him that are undone. And having the motivation to take care of those things, since he's the one that sees the problem with it. It's like, if you see a problem with something, it's up to you to change, to make a certain kind of solution. It's not another person's problem because it's yours. Like, your problems are no one else's, they're your responsibility. So if you see something in your environment that's off or wrong, do you do something about it? The King of Swords is a very matter of fact type of person, you know, in the way that he speaks. He's very direct and can come off as harsh sometimes, as if he's not, you know, emotional at all. And I feel like you guys may struggle with that, where sometimes, you know, you feel like you're not, you have emotions, but, you know, you feel as though you can't really show them as much or express how you feel. Or maybe that's something in the way that you feel right now. You're just feeling like you can't really describe to anyone what it is that you're feeling. Like you have all this information in your mind about what it could be, you know, and what's wrong, because there's different problems that you experience. But yeah, it's one of those things where you just have to use your head. You know, you have to think logically about the situation, and take the emotions out of it. So if you see something wrong in your environment, for example, you know, have a good attitude about, you know, like fix your attitude about the way you approach it. You know, fix your attitude, fix your approach. I think that those two things are important for you to do. But I do feel like you are experiencing some indecision at this time. It may be because there are a lot of thoughts that are kind of crowding your headspace. You know, you are thinking a lot. You have a lot of ideas with that King of Swords coming up. You know, you don't want to come off as too harsh, but at the same time, you know, you're indecisive about something. So, you know, having that particular kind of indecision is like, you don't really know exactly what or where to begin when it comes to the things that are bothering you right now. And it's not necessarily, you know, just things in your environment or people around you. It's things that you're dealing with internally. And this is causing you some confusion and, you know, it's causing you to protect yourself, maybe too much so. You know, but I understand. It's like if you're feeling confused or not sure about what's wrong, or there are multiple things, you know, you don't really know, you're not sure of who you can talk to, who you can tell, you know. But I feel like things are going to get better soon, for sure, for you. The Four of Wands is coming up, and this is a beautiful card to receive. It's a card of celebration. There may be a victory coming soon for you, some type of triumph, some good news coming in, that you're able to celebrate with other people. You know, a big win, a big W. I feel like that's coming, and I feel like you have very supportive people in your life who love and care about you dearly. You know, I feel like you can talk to the people around you should you feel, you know, inclined to do so, but it doesn't have to be a force. You know, you don't have to force yourself to talk about things that you're unsure of. You know, it's like you can't really pinpoint the source of your issues, but they're there, you know. And if it's things, and if you're dealing with things around you, people around you, then that's going to take some kind of attitude or perspective shift for you to deal with, you know, a tailored kind of approach to the situation, because you don't want to come off as too harsh in your delivery. The King of Swords can be very, you know, he can come off as seemingly cruel, you know, and it's not like he means to. He has a good heart. It's not like he has no emotions, but you would think that he doesn't sometimes because of how, you know, cerebral he is. But I feel like you're dealing with some indecision right now. And as a result of the indecision, it's kind of like stopping you in your tracks and making it hard for you to move forward. But I feel like that stuck feeling is going to dissipate soon. And there will be some kind of celebration to come. You know, maybe someone around you is getting married or celebrating the birth of a child or news of a child. You know, it's something very beautiful that's going to happen, you know, and you'll be able to be there and experience that particular thing with your loved ones, you know. There are people in your life who really do love you and care about you. So, you know, whenever you do feel like you can talk, you should talk. With the Six of Cups coming up, it's like this could have roots in your childhood as well. Like whatever it is that you're feeling and going through, maybe it's being triggered by something that happened that's traumatic in your childhood. Maybe some things that you see around you are mimicking things that you experienced as a youth, and it may not be pleasant, you know, and that may be causing you to feel unsure about the people around you or the places that you're in and whether you should be there. But the Six of Cups, you know, that's a card of sharing, you know. If you know, don't be afraid to pour yourself into others. You know, you are a beautiful person. You have a lot to offer and you have a lot to say. You know, part of being, you know, a person that's very, you know, like, I want to say intellectual, is having the ability to express your truth. Because your thoughts are so clear, and you know what it is that, you know what you're thinking, you know what it is you're dealing with. Don't be afraid to share that with other people. You know, if you have family, you know, talk to them, you know, maybe reach out. And it doesn't have to be about your problems. Maybe you're just feeling some homesickness. Maybe you're just feeling some nostalgia. Maybe you're just feeling, you know, you're wanting some comfort at this time, you know. And if you're wanting comfort, maybe reach out to your parents, you know, talk to them. And not about your problems or anything, just reach out and say hello and let them know that, you know, you love them and you care about them. Or if you have siblings, talk to them, you know, pour into other people. You know, you have it all, you know, and if you don't have it all, you will have it all. Hold on, I gotta take a sip. I've been babysitting this cup. I've been holding it in my hand for the last, like, 2 cards. Okay. You have it all. You have the family, you have the happy home, you have the, you know, healthy relationships. You know, they may not be perfect, but I think that you're aware of that, you know. I think that you know that things aren't perfect. Nothing is perfect, and you don't hold, you know, really anyone to any standard of perfection. You know, you have everything that you need right now. You know, just make good use of it. The Page of Wands coming up says, you know, maybe you have to communicate, you know, maybe write a letter to someone. I know that's old school. Or maybe write your thoughts down. Maybe, you know, write a letter to yourself and seal it and put it somewhere and read it later on, you know, and you can look back at how you once felt and see how far you've come along, you know. That's a possibility. The Page of Wands, you know, he's very active. He's a very active gentleman. And he has a mission. He's on a mission. You know, he's sending his message out. You know, what's the message that you want to send? I think that maybe that's something you should think and focus on. Like, what message do you want to send out into the world? You know, to those around you. Do you want to do you want to come off as a seemingly unappreciative individual, knowing that you have your 10 of Cups, you know, you have everything that you've ever wanted, you know, or you know you'll have it because you believe you'll have it, and this is a sign that you will. You know, you have to pour into others, you know, pour into others around you. There will be a time to celebrate a big victory, a big win, great news coming. You know, this indecision that you're feeling right now is only temporary. You know, you're a very intellectual individual, and your intelligence is at, you know, it's beautiful. So, you know, don't look at that as anything other. You know, it's time for you to take a leap of faith and do something different. And maybe that means reaching out, you know, and talking to people or sharing how you feel, you know. Maybe you should write. Maybe this is a sign to write, you know. If you don't feel like expressing your feelings to someone, you know, or you don't really know how you feel, maybe you sit down with a pen and pad and just kind of let loose, you know, no real rhyme or reason. You see, he has a book in his hand. He's traveling out in the world. He's detaching from his situation and going out into something, into the world, and into a new situation and environment. And maybe that's something you have to do, not necessarily leave your home, but maybe get out. Maybe you should get out some. I'm going to pull an animal spirit card for you guys as well. But yeah, maybe getting out will be helpful for you. Maybe it'll inspire you some. Maybe just take a pen and pad and go somewhere, you know, it doesn't have to be far away. Maybe go to a park or something, sit on the bench and just, you know, take in the sights and write, you know, or, you know, go to your bedroom and do it, you know, just get your thoughts down. I think that you should take what you think seriously. You should take your thoughts and ideas seriously. Don't downplay your ideas. Give them, you know, give yourself more credit than you do now. You know, you deserve that. All right, I'm cleansing my animal spirit deck with Palo Santo. Okay. And this is for my earth signs. It's a message for my earth signs. Oof, the shark. The shark is associated with the water. See, my throat chakra is like crazy. I'm talking about self-expression, and then my throat chakra seems like it's getting blocked. That happens sometimes. I feel like it's like I be trying to send a message sometimes. Sometimes I'll be doing readings, and then like I'll get all choked up just out of nowhere. The shark. Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it, like shadow people. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want, which is, it goes hand in hand with the reading, because it's talking about kind of keeping what you feel inside, you know, and it's not necessarily being deceptive, or, you know, purposefully withholding. It's like you're just being private and keeping things in, you know. So it's saying that shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, so to not speak our truth, to be totally ourselves, so to mask, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky, destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. So I think it's warning against like keeping things in. I think that you know, being more open about your thoughts and feelings and sharing your ideas will add to your intrigue, if that makes sense, and mystery. It'll captivate people and bring them in more anyway. Always be honest, practice honesty, you know, say what you feel. Do that and see what happens. You know, you never know where that's gonna lead you. You know, actually speaking your truth and expressing yourself and telling someone exactly how you feel, that's important. You know, it's okay to be direct. You know, the King of Swords, again, he is very straightforward. So, you know, I would rather someone be direct and straightforward than just withhold things. You know, I think that is, um, yeah, it's just, yeah, one of those things. So, um, anywho, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to donate, feel free to do so. My information is down below in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, the Holy Trinity. And as a bonus, hit that notification bell so you do get notified when I drop videos. Earth signs, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for joining me. Love you lots. Bye. Have a great day.